Yeah. God's doing a great work in me for sure, and certainly He purposed me straight for His purpose, purposely my first degree. God's doing a great work in me, a one that's serving me. I'm serving He, that means I'm serving three, doing it perfectly. He picked me up and threw me in the promised land, let me know that I'm the man, and He's still been promising. Brought me up from bottom, man, had to slap from 5 like domino. He upheld His right hand, still dominant, honoring the righteous. Yo, 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 it's your boy, Mr. Israelite, and I'm here to let the people know that it's real life. And I know it don't sound like Israel, but I just want to reassure you that this is real. Now sit back, take a seat, and chill, and just inhale, and then exhale, because I don't want to see none of y'all inhale. You feel me? And I got one for you today. That was actually a good one. I might run this back and keep that. I've been working on my twang, my little slangs. All right, so I gotta I just want to start off by apologizing first. Let me apologize to y'all, because I said that I was done with this topic. But I'm not. I lied, y'all. Forgive me, I repent. But I did. I lied. I lied to you people's faces, and I just want to let you know that I'm accountable for my sins and what I've done to y'all to hurt y'all feelings. But I'm back on Gene Deal. Gene Deal dropped another one. The last one was so crazy. Yeah, I'm back on the Art of Dialogue. I have not watched this. It just popped back up, and the first thing I did was laugh. So I'm like, you know what? If I'm laughing by just looking at this man, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't him. It was the story. He really just said everything that I said before. He clearly said it before I said it, but I hadn't watched that. He was really in my head, so I just want to say, I just want to see if we still on the same page, people. You know, I don't know what's going on. I'm reading Dirty Tactics in Court for Sympathy by Showing Gray Hair, Making a Heart Sign. You know, listen. Nah, I'ma just get to it. Ain't no listening. Don't listen to me right now. Listen to Gene Deal. I'll interrupt when need be. Let's get to it, people.
Cassie also testified that she was in over 100 freakos, to the point that it took over her career.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a freak off. That was a 10 album deal. The freak off was her 10 album deal, brother. Instead of making music, she was making muse.
It's starting off like that?
Over her career.
Yeah, that was a freak off. That was a 10 album deal. The freak off was her 10 album deal, brother. Instead of making music, she was making muse. And he thought he was getting his muse by seeing this young girl doing the things that she was doing.
How you feel about Diddy daughters leaving the trial when Cassie started to testify about all the sexual acts that she engaged in with their dad?
I believe that his daughters had no business up in that courtroom. And I know that they want the jurors to see that he has a family. He has that moral support from them. But see, the prosecution and the defense, especially the defense, had already told Diddy how they was going to go, because they know their game plans. They know what they're going to go at and what they're going to talk about. And they know they was going to bring those things up. And how dare you have your daughters in there? Maybe that would be their deterrent for never to let somebody do them like that. No matter how famous they want to be. Maybe that's their deterrent. But for have your kids up there to hear some of the nasty shit that you did, and they know you used to fight their mother, they know that you used to do certain things with their mother. That was one of the craziest moves I ever seen. Very selfish. Very selfish.
That's an interesting point. It's public. His relationship with Kim is pretty public these days. I'm sure since that's their mother, they know. They've heard these things. If I can Google it, if it ran across my timeline, I know it ran across theirs. Then they show up. You know, I don't know if they left because, like Gene said, I'm sorry, I'm a little everywhere. Like Gene said, they shouldn't have been there. But like he said, you want to show support and all that, and solidarity. It reminded me of this story a friend told me about when they went to court to support somebody. What are they? Long distance cousins, and they had no idea they was just showing up to support. And it was Diddy there. It was clearly Diddy was there already, and he's in jail already, because that was the same story that we heard, and they were shocked and appalled because they thought maybe it was some parking tickets. I don't know what they thought, but they showed up to the Diddy trial. It was one of the funniest stories I ever heard. This ain't funny, but it reminds me of that story. You know, this dude was actual pimping. It was crazy, the story that they just showed up to because the auntie, which is his mother of their cousin, just said, hey, can you show up to support? With no warning of what they were coming to support. It was crazy. But anyway, yeah, I think they got up and walked out too. But yeah, this remind me of that. It's like, yo, why would you show up to that? And if I'm Diddy, I'd be like, yo, y'all stay home. Listen, this lady about to say some wild stuff. I'm sure he got calls. He talked to them. Yo, chill. He got word. Yo, everybody stay at the house. Listen, I don't need y'all to support this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all even listening to these lies. You know, I don't want y'all looking at me crazy. And they probably he might have. They probably no, we gonna be there. We gonna be there. No, we showing up. Cause I would for my mama. What? Nah, I'm coming through. Then when you hear your mama was fooling, it's crazy. So you gotta really I'm sure they were taken aback, to say the least.
I don't want my daughters to hear me, how they talk about this girl, talking about how I beat her, how I did this, pee in her mouth, all this. Nah. I heard it was so disgusting that one time they had to walk out. There's certain things you don't do as a real man. And that just goes to show you, brother ain't never been a real man.
I was on your channel.
Wow.
Some days ago, and you was on live, and you made a comment saying that you wanted to go up to the court so you can look at Diddy and D-Rock in their eyes because of something they said about you.
Diddy and D-Rock did a video on me some years ago, and they got these clowns out here replaying it, and he was talking about me, and I was wondering, out of all the stuff that I told him about, I told him that night that when Big got murdered, that we shouldn't go to this party. I told him that if we don't do something about these doors and do this, some people's gonna die at City College. It's a couple other incidents that we were in that I had told him prior to the stuff going down that something was gonna happen, and it happened.
I ain't gonna lie, it's almost like Diddy got an omen. Yeah, you successful and all, but the trouble and the drama just finds you. And it finds the public, the death, and all of these things. It travels with you. The stories travel with you. You got a pattern that's Traveling with you. What happened? I don't know what happened. Hold on. I don't know what number we was on, but we gotta pick that back up. For some reason, my video went out. People, and that's unacceptable. We gotta bring that bike. But anyway, yeah, it's like an omen of sorts, you know? Like, come on, man. You, at a certain point, man, you know, you slap Drake in the face. Everybody who ever been signed to you was one-hit wonders outside of Big, which you sound like your negligence got him killed. You had a bunch of people. Like Gene said, inside of a college and was throwing a party or whatnot. He warned you about these doors or whatever. Like 10 people died because you threw a party. You just keep going. You don't even be acknowledging these things, and you peace and prosperity in the public. But your track record speaks for itself. It's a crazy track record. The robbing of everybody masters. It's like if you sign a Diddy, you don't make no money. Only people who make money is people who figure out how to get from up under your thumb. The people from making the band coming out. The people from multiple sets of making the band. The Danny Kane people. The first making the band. All of them. And except for Enes. Enes still getting to it. He figured it out. And then Day 26. All of them got crazy stories of you. Everybody. The producers, the production, everybody. I knew something was up when you was going crazy on Keisha Cole on one of them shows. Was it the Keisha Cole show? I don't know if it was your show or her show. But I don't know, bro. It's just the wild stories. You involved with the Pac murder too. Like it's just all of the stuff with. I don't even want to name drop these people who all dead. And here you are surviving. Survival of the fittest. Sorry, y'all. Here you are, survival of the fittest, you know, with zero survivors remorse, it seems like. So I'm only saying that to say this. Now this. What's next? You know, we're going to start hearing about he was the ringleader in the prison next. I'm recording, by the way. Let's go. Hold on. It won't let me go. I guess we got to stop it right there, man. I'm going to leave that to the conclusion for this. I wanted to keep going, but it won't allow me to, y'all. So thanks for rocking with me today, and I'm out.